Good morning. We are here and welcome to another edition of Wake and Pack People um, on a Wednesday morning, hump day for you freaks out there, right? So, crazy week for the Packers, y'all. To the point where it's just so many transactions moving around, players leaving, players going that I still want to give the respect to certain players, especially the players that we get in and the players that are exiting. We got to give them a certain respect to send them off well or welcome them well, right? So today we'll be welcoming Josh Jacobs to, Packer Nation, to Green Bay, being a cheesehead. Exciting pickup. It was just weird circumstances, right? It's like, as soon as we hear about him, and it's the order of hearing about things. Now, if we would have heard about Jones first, right? We would have heard about Jones first, then get Jacobs, probably would have, been a little better. But we heard about Jacobs first. So our first mindset was, well, we've been said that we were going to keep Jones. We just signed Jacob. What a two-headed monster we're going to get. I'm sure that's what everybody was thinking, but that's what did not happen. And he ended up, Aaron Jones ends up getting cut and going to Minnesota, and we get Jacobs. So it's kind of like, I don't know, you got a girlfriend or whatever, and you break up with her, and you already got the side piece to transition over to, right? Kind of like that. Or like, you ever seen a motherfucker, is married and all that. His wife unfortunately passes on, and this nigga married next week. It's like, how you get in love so quick? But yeah, it's just kind of a bittersweet kind of deal. But when you talk about the numbers and talk about comparing what we got to what we had, it is very comparable, and we should all be really happy that we're getting a caliber of this running back to replace Aaron Jones, right? Because there's nobody who could play to the level of Aaron Jones that we would have gotten in a draft. I was worried about that, but this is a good transition. Now we can actually draft a player with no kind of, worries, because we got this guy. He's normally healthy. That is a pro that he has over Aaron Jones, and he's more durable. A little bigger in size, got an inch or 2 inches in height, 5'10", 5'11", 225. Aaron Jones is around 209, 205, slender build. Jacobs could do everything that Aaron Jones could do. Aaron Jones has a little more wiggle to him, but I think Jacobs has a more of an angry run to him. He runs a little more angry than Aaron Jones does, and he still has some of that same evasiveness that Aaron Jones does. Jones ain't afraid to pass protect. Neither is Jacobs, and Jacobs has the more equipped body to do so. So we already know what Aaron Jones has done for us. We know what he's capable of. We know all his stats, but we just gotta get to know Josh Jacobs a little bit. Soon as he came out the gate, 242 carries his rookie year, 2019, 1,150 yards and 7 touchdowns. That's a good way to start. Year after that, 15 games played, 273 carries, 1,065 yards, and 12 touchdowns. So he loves the end zone, dependable runner, and that's just in his first 2 years. So the third year was his first year where he had some, he just probably took a step back. 15 games played, the least carries he's ever had in his career, 217. That resulted in 872 as far as yards and 9 touchdowns. So what we see out of the gate with this dude is, even in his years where he had the least carries, listen, he came from 242, 273. He gets 217 and still gets 872 yards. Almost 900, almost 1,000, but he still gets 9 touchdowns. So he is not afraid of the end zone. So the big year, what everybody will be talking about, which was only 2 years ago, people. So, I think he could conjure up this same player. There's a more chance that he can do that than Aaron Jones to conjure up whatever he can or he was going to do. Because, again, when he's on the field, Lord, he looks good. Aaron Jones, right? But, again, availability, man. And I think that played a big factor in this. Talking about Aaron Jones' contract a little bit, it was a weird situation, right? We were set to pay him 11 or something like that. We didn't want to pay that, so we said, hey, we probably gave him a solid number. Look at this, whatever you want to do. But just what he took from Minnesota just got me scratching my head. He did tweet out or whatever he said, Aaron Jones, there's three sides to every story, which is true. But you got to think the Packers would pay Aaron Jones more than 7 to stay. And it's a fucking rental. You go over there to Minnesota for a rental, we might as well give you the franchise tag if you're going to do that, you know. But back to Jacobs. But what I'm going to do, we're going to go over his all-pro year. All-pro year. Hello, do you guys know all-pro, something they don't just hand out on the corner? I've been telling y'all, the way you can really see it year by year who the best player is looking at, you know, if the motherfucker made all-pro. They don't give that to everybody. It's only one, you know, they got first team, second team. But if you're a first team all-pro, I mean, it means that year you really were the best player at that position. And for us to have that kind of guy 2 years removed, still young, 25, 26, can do everything Aaron Jones does, more durable, you see why we did it, right? And, you know, who knows if he'll even work out his whole contract, right? You know, a reconstruction may be on the way down the line. So some people would say, oh, we paying a pretty penny for it. And I just think he goes with the timing and the time of this team. You know, Aaron Jones, what I would say 2 premium years left if we being nice about it, right? And we saying premium years. We just had him last year where he missed a ton of games. So they're going to have to deal with that. And we've dealt with it for a while. And it is about time. You know, one thing Matt LaFleur does is attack issues. He had an injury issue. We're getting a way more durable guy in here. You know what I'm saying? Whoever else had injury issues, we bringing in new strength and conditioning coach. You know, we tried all we could try with David Bakhtiari. We gave him more than a chance to come back on this team. We could have cut bait a long time ago. So this is the monster year. And if we see these kind of numbers again, the offense probably ain't slated to do so. But 340 carries. First season, he actually played 17 games. He only missed a couple, like he did 15. So first season, he played 17 games, 340 carries, 1,653 yards, 12 touchdowns. And he actually got 93 first downs. That's a shitload of first downs, man. Helping his team out. Yeah, man. And then, you know, we just seeing the name. We just seeing him, his highlights, the jersey. I just actually start looking at interviews. And listen, we know who Aaron Jones is. Man of the year candidate for the Packers. We already know him around the city. He's well established as a you know, staple in Green Bay Packers history. Sombrero, Showtime, like all that, you know, military family background, you know, the whole deal, man. And, you know, it wasn't easy letting him go. But when you just start looking at interviews of Jacobs, I mean, who's to say he's less of a person, right? I'm hearing him talk, and he talks that talk too. He sounds, you know, he knows good football. Favorite players were LaDainian Tomlinson and Adrian Peterson. So you kind of see that's his game pretty much mixed up, you know. We got a little bit of that angry run from Adrian, but Tomlinson, he got a little bit of the swiftiness and be able to catch out of the backfield, and he can catch out of the backfield. Every year he's been in the NFL, he's improved immensely. I'm talking about by 100 yards. First year he came in, he got like 172 yards receiving. The next year was like 270. Then the next year was like 340. So still progressing. There was a lot of worries because in this same frame time, he's almost doubled the carries of Aaron Jones and still been more available. So that shows he passed the durability test and he's more durable than what we had. And to have a monster year like that, all-pro year like that, just 2 years ago, and we didn't even mention the franchise he's playing for. With all due respect to all the Raider fans and shit out there, but y'all ain't been moving nothing. Y'all ain't did. What's the last thing y'all really did? You know, offensive line has been in shambles. A lot of stuff is wrong with the Raiders. And for him to still be shining through all that, you got to kind of look at that as a good thing. He don't know winning. When he come here and do all this winning, that will rejuvenate him. You know, and a lot of people, he's taking a lot of carries. He's breaking down. Well, you know, you talking about an individual person, him, but we actually talking about who we're getting rid of and putting him in place of. Hey, you might say that, but then again, he's been dependable and durable. And again, change of scenery does a lot. He was on a contract year that you know, he did go crazy for the 1,600 yards, made the All-Pro. But again, this got to be equally as motivational year for him to come out and show the Green Bay faithful, to show everybody that he still got it. For people to say, does he still have it at this early age? Again, I've just been doing my little research. A couple of people, I don't know if they mad that he on his way out. Well, he was losing steam anyway, starting to break down. I don't know. I don't know the depth of his injury history. All I could do is look at what I seen, and he's more durable than the guy that we had in there. And again, we don't need to go over Aaron Jones, all his career stats, because we were Packers. We lived through it. I just wanted to give you all his career stats just to show you how consistent he is year in and year out. I ain't even talking down in, down out. He's for sure a gamer when it comes to that. But year in and year out, he's coming and he's bringing it. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line, younger, more durable. You know what I'm saying? You can't get mad at both of those. Like I said, downset Hut, maybe this year, Aaron Jones could be a little better than Josh Jacobs, but he's not going to be too much better. But if Josh really brings it and puts it together, like we hope and think he can, with motivation, everybody get motivated your first year with the team, man. You really trying to go out there and show like, hey, I'm deserve it. I am worthy of the contract y'all gave me. And y'all don't know me, but I'm going to let y'all get to know me, right? So, workhorse running back, proving he could carry the whole load. So the last thing we're going to do before I holler at y'all, what have you done for me lately, right? So a lot of people are probably scared of him this last year. So if anything, we're gonna compare the last time we seen both of them, and that was this past year. So 11 games played for Aaron Jones, 13 for Josh Jacobs. 142 carries for Aaron Jones, 233 for Josh Jacobs, 805 yards for Josh Jacobs, and 6 touchdowns. 656 yards for Aaron Jones and 2 touchdowns. So even just this past year, the most recent time we seen them, Aaron Jones was on fire toward the end of the year. He was, but Jacobs got in the end zone more, and he just was more of an impact for his team for more games, took more carries still. So still, the recent things we look at them, now they both have 3,000 yard running yards. Seasons. So, they both got 3 apiece. Jacobs fell short on the one. He got 872, and then he fell short, obviously, this one. Obviously, Aaron Jones might have a couple years on Jacobs. So, that's the gist of it. And I just think we got a good deal, man. As far as replacing who we replaced, I did not think that we would replace Aaron Jones this soon with somebody as comparable as far as a caliber running back. Okay, for the Packers. So everybody must be excited about this. He's got to be excited. I'm a sucker for when you ever play football, getting your numbers was like always cool. So, hey, a number 8 for a running back. Don't know if he's keeping it. Don't know in my mind right now who's number 8 for the Packers. Forgive me. But hopefully you can just slide into that number. That jersey look good, man, and get this motherfucking thing going, bro. And you got to think he's going to have some sense of motivation, right? Gets to go back with his boy Rich. Rich was, coach with him for a little bit. So I see this is all a good thing. So, hey, now we're about to get it in and holler at everybody. I just had to do my code open, my Packer code open. I hope everybody's good, man. Hell yeah, you already know. I always got to say that. Shout out to Zane Strong, man. Yeah, bro. Again, I know this is photoshopped and shit kind of jersey deals where he got it on, but that motherfucker look good in that number 8, bro, in the Packer jersey, man. I can't hate. I can't front, bro. Absolutely, Zane Strong. We definitely need Nixon. I totally agree with you. We're gonna talk about Nixon some other time, though. Today we're gonna get to Nixon. We're gonna get to everybody. We just had a storm of just all this news coming. And listen, ain't no game Sunday, ain't no game the next Sunday, ain't no game the next Sunday. So throughout these next few weeks, we're gonna talk about everybody. Today's Josh Jacobs Day to give him the respect of hey, we gotta roll out the green carpet for him, And yes, we need Keyshawn Nixon. And yeah, but we're gonna go deep in. We're gonna talk about him on another video. We're gonna get him out the way. We got a lot to talk about. Milto's in the building. Hey, y'all know when y'all see my boy in the building, man, hit that like button. I gave Milto and John Bain in the device, man. They see, what's going on. You know what I'm saying? If you're watching, go and hit the like button. Help your boy out. Run this up. Shout out to my girl Brandy, and absolutely. Shit. Absolutely. And to be optimistic, with the extra game, I see about 12 to 1300 yards. He's going to be more available. Aaron Jones would have had, 1200 yards if he would have stayed healthy. This guy, hey, he's going to come in strong, a lot to prove, people saying he done, which is crazy. People saying this is a risk for us, which is crazy. A risk on a 26-year-old running back supposed to be in his prime. That's crazy. And then again, it is a brutal, not just sport, but brutal position. Probably the most brutal position in the game. First of all, when you get the handoff, all eyes are on you. All 11 people trying to take your head off. Secondly, when you're not getting the ball, you got to be in there pass protection, having a linebacker twice your size come in, and you got to hold him up and block him. You know what I'm saying? Just one ankle twist away, and all the torque that they use in their skill set for a running back, hey, it could blow a knee out with the drop of just one little move. We've seen it happen. Shout out to everybody. Exchanging pleasantries. Right. Yeah, for sure. Shout out to G-Pack. Yeah, it did hurt. Again, Jonesy, again. And then this was, I don't know if it's better this way because, listen, we dealt with Devontae gone, right? That hurt a little bit. Then the complicated fella left. That hurt a lot bit. And Devontae kind of rubbed me wrong, too. So we dealt with that. So the football guys was getting us prepared. But today, they just whack us. Not today, but, David gone, boom. Aaron gone, boom. Devondre gone, boom. I'm like, oh, wait. But I'd rather have it all at once, right? When it rains, it pours, but we'll get through the storm. Yes. And would that be the correct terminology, Brandy? Did Jones walk away? It seems like it, but he's talking about there's three sides to every story, but for what he's getting paid from that horrible team over there, they saying he's doing it out of spite, and I think so. Like, there's no other way. Like, why are you gonna go over there? Z, hey, you could have just called Z up, like, hey Z, what's going on in Minnesota? He'd been like, man, you better off going somewhere else. Come on, Aaron Jones, you go there, bro. You that much into your feelings? And then again, y'all ain't gonna do nothing, bro. I'm sure you could have went to Houston and then Rosenhaus. Like, Aaron Jones is a hot commodity out there. I'm shocked Dallas didn't throw nothing at him. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he could have went there, but again, that's why we don't know shit. But that's just shocking. We didn't want to pay him the 11, but I'm sure we probably would have paid him the 7 or whatever he's getting from over there. What, 6.5? Like, come on. But it is what it is. It's negotiations. So, but yeah, we got somebody to, like, it is a Band-Aid, but I think it's a good Band-Aid though. I wouldn't even say a Band-Aid, Brandy. This is you put Neosporin on it, put the gauze on it, then the Band-Aid, then you wrap that shit with an ace bandage. That's what we just did. You know what I'm saying? Because the dude, is going to be an upgrade. If anything, they'll probably be equivalent this year, probably put out similar numbers. But then again, I don't know. I don't know what's going on in Minnesota. So maybe not. But again, I'm just saying, the player I know Aaron Jones could still be. I'm giving him that respect. But I really believe Josh Jacobs can do just as good on the field. And again, man, who's to say he's less of a person? I start seeing interviews of him, and he's talking that talk. He, good, hey, saying all the things I want to hear. Exactly. And just on a lesser note, angry casual fan, same thing with Keyshawn Nixon. That should be a great, happy acquisition. What more would you need this man to go do? What more would you need him to do? 2-time in a row All-Pro. Name me the last Packer who did that. Aaron couldn't even do that. Like, come on, man. Let's really, let's call a spade a spade. Again, but we're gonna talk about him another day. Oh yeah, bro. Just like, I was ready and prepared to, whatever he did, even if it was Dallas, I would have been like, you know what, Aaron Jones, thank you for everything, and I wish you the best luck. I cannot. I cannot wish him any luck. I can't. You gonna go over there? No, I can't do that. I can't, Aaron. Sorry, bro. Shout out to John Boehner. Definitely. And people are sleeping on that. So this is an easy thing that we could get out of if need be. Shout out to the Packers and their negotiation tactics. You know what I'm saying? I agree. I agree. Again, the best ability is availability. We're going to have more games of Josh Jacobs, and we have a chance to record and see. So this upcoming year, we're going to be able to see if this was a deal or not. Every week, we're going to watch Aaron Jones' stats, and we're going to watch Jacobs' stats. We're going to watch how many games each plays. And then again, it's apples and oranges because teams, situations, schemes, how you're being used, all that has to come into factor. We know what Matt LaFleur is going to do, right? We know that he is capable of calling some crazy shit for Jacobs, right? So that's that. We don't know what the fuck. I don't know what's going on in Minnesota. Who knows what the fuck offense is going to be ran over there? They have no quarterback. It's just like, I don't know. Well, they have no quarterback, so maybe he'll get more carries. But again, we know he's going to be out by week 3. I'm just calling a spade a spade. I ain't trying to talk about the man. You know what I'm saying? He did go over there, but still, he's not going to play all these games, dude. So again, I think in the long run, they might be evenly matched this year. But I think next year with age and just everything else, Jacobs will be able to, keep it going a little longer than Aaron would have for us. And then again, we got all what we got out of Aaron, bro. So it is what it is with Aaron Jones. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. Again, that little angry running he has, and he has some very deadly cuts. His cuts are on the level of Aaron Jones. Again, Aaron Jones just has a little wiggle, but Jacobs is a little more north and south. Jacobs is a little more violent. Hey, one-on-one tackle coming, a DB. Aaron Jones might hit him with a stiff arm or a juke move. Jacobs is going to run him over. So, you got to like that attitude, too. And again, Jacobs is a kind of a combination. The ultimate combination of an A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones will be fucking Derrick Henry. But Jacobs has a little, he's not big as Derrick Henry, but he runs like a big boy, So, and Matt LaFleur is going to definitely know how to use him. And again, he's explosive. Exactly. Good fact there. Yeah, we Clark Bourne about the Alabama deal. Yeah, they Alabama boys too played there together, and Halfley coached there for a little bit too. So again, like I told y'all, man, even before, am I right or am I right? So when Halfley came in, I'm like, listen, this safety might have been somebody he coached in college or somebody who was a opponent of his in college. It might have been, somebody he's familiar with though. Then we get McKinney, So hey. It's a small world, so it's just good to, know that, hey, you rubbing shoulders with certain people. You never know when you're going to need them later on. And, that's how it works sometimes. And I'm sure him and McKinney, y'all got to understand, bro, winning, it solves a lot of problems, man, even in life, because these motherfuckers is coming from the Giants and the Raiders. Our worst years have been better than their decent years. Seriously. They coming from that. So when they come get a taste of this winning culture, like my boy Clark Bowen said, they're gonna be even feeling it even more when they get on the bikes, when they get introduced to the city. Now it ain't Vegas, right, Jacobs? We know it ain't Vegas, but I think that's a good thing. I couldn't live in Vegas. Sorry. Hey, it's close enough to where I could drive, but I can't live in that city. I bet my last pair of draws on a 7 roll. I'm gonna hit it though. Yes, definitely. Definitely. And, that's going to preserve him even more for the long, long run as far as, week 17, 18, 19, the late weeks. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we plan on using this dude all game, all year. You know what I'm saying? And again, just because he was a workhorse elsewhere doesn't mean he's going to do it here. Our offense, we don't need him. And that's another thing with Aaron Jones. It's like, we don't even need you to really do that much now because we got all these emerging people around us. Jay Love's getting better, and next year they're all going to get better. Hopefully, we get a healthy Christian Watson in there. which is really just going to change everything. So but yeah, I don't think he's gonna be running that much. He's not gonna have to tote the ball that much, which is a good thing. Oh, yeah. Well, hey, listen, Jacobs just got a good contract, man. So he gonna have to give Clifford a little change, man. Clifford just getting married. Maybe Jacobs is sending him on his honeymoon or some shit like that. Players do that. Rich nigga problems. Definitely. Definitely. Basically, like again, this dude, again, he run different, but capable of doing everything Aaron Jones does. So it's just like a similar type guy, a couple of different subtle, similarity differences, but you're getting what you're getting from him, what you could get from Aaron. So yes. And then again, it really seems like they're high on Emmanuel Wilson, and I am too. Last time I seen him, he looked good, number one. And I'm talking about in the preseason, but he even looked good when he did come back. But again, rookie dealing with injuries. You don't know how your body's going to react. It's your first year in the NFL. We're going to give him that. Full training camp, Emmanuel, come in there, chip on your shoulder. Nobody's expecting you to do shit. Come in there and be a solid running back too, bro. I believe he could do it. He's a little more versatile than A.J. Dillon. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. But yeah, it's going to be a tandem. It's going to be a tandem. Him and Wilson should be able to get it done. And then we might sprinkle in this rookie. I don't know if he's able to play special teams, but we're gonna need a little more pass catching, which Jacobs, again, I told y'all he can do. Probably not as good at Aaron Jones is catching the ball out of the backfield, but Aaron is quite amazing. Aaron will split out and go to receiver. And we got to think that Matt LaFleur is going to put Josh Jacobs in the same opportunities, same kind of offense. You're going to see Jacobs in the backfield run out and, probably get to run a route. Hell yeah, Milto. I agree, bro. I agree. And then look, we are knocking on the door, man. And again, Gutekunst sees that. I think there was a change of plans. I think he was thinking like me the next year after this. But when he seen what he's seeing on that field from week 11 on, when he seen that light click up or turn on in J Love's head, just like we all did, that's when I was like, okay, we got something. Hey, he may as well be. And then again, it's gonna be tough, bro. He gotta stay healthy. And yeah, and we know he's not gonna be that. He's not durable enough. That's the issue. Oh my God, you already know he got a hard on for that. Oh, and we are in good shape, man. I swear. Shout out to my boy Ernie Martinez. Chilling, man. Talking about this. Welcoming Josh Jacobs, our new running back, our new 1,000-yard running back. Brandy already called it. So Jacobs will be a part of the 1,000 yards club. I might think 12 to 1,300. I don't know. I'm being optimistic. He's going to be excited. He's going to have no distractions this offseason. He's going to be able to work on his craft. I'm sure he has some senses of motivation in him somewhere. But again, once you get that bag, you ain't go to a new team. You got to prove to them. Anywhere y'all go, hey, I could be at a job for 20 years. I go to another job, I'm gonna be doing shit my first week over there that I was never doing over that place for 20 years. So we're gonna be in good hands, man. Definitely. Better O-line, better head coach, better team around him, better play caller. Come on, we ain't even talked about that kind of stuff. This dude just came from the Raiders. We're gonna have a guy in the fullback's place, right? But I don't know if he'll be a prototypical fullback. I would love to get one, but if we were to get one, we would have to draft one. But I ain't gonna say Emmanuel Wilson gonna play fullback, but I mean he's bulky enough to get in there and do a little something. I mean, we had DeGuara pretty much handling that job, so if we could have DeGuara do it, I don't know. Maybe we'll have Ben Sims do it. Maybe we'll have Tucker fill in. Tucker do it a little bit there for a play or two. That remains to be seen. Hey, you could be anywhere in the world and you're here with me. Shout out to my boy TR, bro. Hey, I appreciate that. Hey, them meetings I'm sure you might want to get a couple Z's in the middle of the meeting. Exactly. Like we ain't even talking. All we talked about so far was what he can do personally. What is his skill set? We ain't even talk about the situation he's coming in. He's got to be fucking happy about that. And again, LaFleur, one of the best play callers in the game. How about that? I agree. Yeah, that'd be nice. Kraft, I think Kraft could do a little bit of that, and that would be a threat of him coming out of backfield on a wheel route or in the flat. I would really love to see that. Yes, he does. He could do anything. His cuts are very mean. And in outside zone plays, it's all about your cut game. Because at any given time, there are three options. When you run the outside zone, you got the A gap or the 2, and then you got the 4, and then you got the 6. You know what I'm saying? So like he has 3 chances to figure out, depending on how the blocking is in each situation, or he could bounce it out and go all the way out. But he definitely is fit for zone plays, outside zone, because again, north and south runner, but his cut game is crazy. He got his cuts are pretty much, on Jones's level. And again, he's a violent runner, so we ain't gonna have to worry about that. Yeah, you damn right, Milto. But again, you can't never have enough wrinkles to throw in the game. Just hey, just imagine every play since the first 3 quarters they've been doing it this way, and then Matt LaFleur comes out in the same play. They like, oh, we know this. Jacobs about to get the ball. And then Jacobs runs and lines up as a receiver. Just that half second of him doing that, defenders are shitting in their pants. They're like, oh shit, what do I do? What do I do? You know what I'm saying? So he gonna be doing it. That's a part of the offense. So yeah, expect him catching passes out of the backfield and running up and then lining up at the slot sometimes or on the outside. Oh yeah, definitely. So and you just got to keep him thinking, right? Even if he's a decoy, even if he ain't getting the ball, you got to think like, okay, this guy moves out over here. But he's so talented enough to catch the ball that, he's going to be a threat there. So, again, better team, better culture, better situation, better coaching. He's in better shape than Aaron Jones as far as, durability. Bigger, younger, okay? Like, we love Jonesy, man. But he made that move that's just, I can't accept that. I don't respect it at all. And again, it does seem like he did it out of spite, but we're going to have to get it on. Yeah, TR is the man. And I'm definitely about to hit this bowl before I get up out of here, y'all. I got to hit the motherfucking road, man. Busy day ahead. Hopefully I get home while the sun's still up, but y'all know how that go. Oh, you ain't got to worry about that, Brandy. You already know that's Lambeau South. And again, that's why I'm like, Aaron Jones, you didn't even think about going there. I'm sure they would have threw you something, and they would have threw you something. Jerry Jones, thirsty ass, they'd have threw you something better than that. You go over there for real? You go there for real? So you can play us twice a year? You ain't even gonna play in them games, dude. Anyway, but I'm out of here, y'all. That's what I think about Jacobs. I think it is an upgrade. You know what I'm saying? It's an upgrade by age, by durability. Same skill set. I don't think we could have gotten. I didn't imagine that we would get somebody so comparable to Aaron Jones this fast after losing him. I thought we were going to have to try to groom somebody, probably keep Aaron Jones longer than we had to, but we now do not. Now it is on to the draft. Really, it ain't on to the draft. We might do a little something here, a little something there. And that's why I'm saying those little some here's and little something there's with Goot, watch out for it, because it might turn into a Rasul. It might turn into a Campbell. We don't know. We happy about McKinney, happy about Jacobs. This motherfucker might get somebody off the street, which he has. Coach Hafley just gravitates to. Maybe a slot corner, maybe, a nickel from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I've been looking at little draft shit a little more. So, Cooper DeJean, him. Another one I was looking at, Nate Wiggins, but another one, Wiggins gonna be gone. Another one I was looking at. He's kind of like Cooper. Oh, and Max Melton too. Oh yeah, he can do it. And I think that's what they're gonna do. If LaFleur put DeGuara there, you don't think he gonna put Tucker Kraft there? You don't think Kraft could do it? You don't think Ben could do it? So that might be the move, Brandy. No traditional fullback as far as position, right? Oh, this is our fullback, but we're gonna have a guy playing that role. Hell yeah, I'm getting up out of here. Shout out to my boy Matt, bro. Crocodile Dundee. I'm gonna holler at you soon. But on that note, I'm out. So shout out to my boy Matt. Shout out to Milto. Shout out to Ernie Martinez, Brandy Lewis. You already know. If I forget about you, I didn't forget about you. Shout out to Zane Strong. Shout out to my boy TR. Everybody have a good day out there today. Shout out to Ernie Martinez. Shout out to Milto. Shout out to Clark Bowen. Shout out to John Bainan, the Angry Casual Fan. G-Pack. Everybody in the house today, man. And yeah, man. So hey, do yourself a little homework, a little research today. Just look up a Josh Jacobs interview, right? He's a human. He ain't just a body. It ain't just about him running the ball. Hey, let's see what kind of leader he is. Let's see if he could come in and take the role. If you look at his highlights or if you look at his game film, you're going to be very happy. Very angry runner, very versatile, could catch out of the backfield, could block. And physical, again, he'd rather run you over than try to juke you, but he also has jukes, done did it on a big level in this league already, proven, like my boy said earlier in the chat, somebody proven. So don't get mad when we re-sign Keyshawn Nixon, because why? He's somebody proven. Xavier McKinney, we don't know what he's going to do. You know what I'm saying? Over here, he just was over there, but Keyshawn Nixon proven. So, I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all have a good day, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.